on the channel, what does everybody want? Well, we got it today from Grapplers and Gimmicks, Hassel Toys. We got Al Snow and Head.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Grapplers and Gimmicks unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got what everybody wants. We got Head with Al Snow, but for all your Head Al Snow needs and a whole lot more, hit up Grapplers and Gimmicks, hit up HassleToy.com, pick this one up, and we're going to unbox the whole wave. We're going to talk about that here in a second. And of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, we got Al Snow, and we got another Al Snow with the new rockers, Leaf Cassidy, technically, but we will get to that unboxing on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But we did get a Al Snow retro a few years back. What is time once again? And right off the bat, I can tell you this one's going to blow that one out of the water. We will do some comparisons later on in this very video. But let's dive into it. Very Hasbro-esque carding here with the reds and the blue. You got the Grapplers and Gimmicks logo right up top there. Al Snow and Head, of course. Got that little Hasbro action thing. And then you got Al Snow in the background. Looking only like an Al Snow could look. 18 and up on this one. You 17-year-olds, you can't handle Head. You can't. I can barely handle it. Have you seen my wife? Oh, man. Real vintage style figure with snowplow. Watch out for that. Always loved that move as well from Al Snow. Hassel Toy and Collectibles, Al Snow, official Grapplers and Gimmicks. Looks really, really good. I don't mind the artwork on this one either. Looking very nice. On the back, black and white, red all over. Not yet, but it is black and white. Hasbro-esque from the back. We do got Rhino, Al Snow, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard. Collect them all. We're unboxing all of them on the channel, so stay tuned for that, of course. You do got the drawings there of Al Snow. You can see the vision. You can see the vision right there. The Grapplers and Gimmicks design team is dedicated to producing figures in the spirit of the ones we all know and love. We hope our mindful efforts make you feel as if the original line never ended. Looking good. I got no issues on the back here with this one either, but let's get them out of the package here. My one issue is, it's funny, I think their first line, wasn't it Ahmed Johnson? He was kind of falling off the card. Some were, some weren't. It wasn't steady on the card, but man, oh man, there's no getting these guys off the card now. It's almost went too far in the other direction where they're almost too hard. Actually, I might walk that back. Let's see. Oh, baby. Playing all the hits right here. I was just getting ready to say how they never come off very clean on the card. Now, I'm not a min on card guy, but I appreciate the carding on these. I save the carding on all my retros. Look how clean that came off. Absolutely love that. I love to keep this. I have a whole stack of them. They're just fun to look at. It reminds me of the Hasbro back in the day. So shout out to them. I don't know if I just got lucky here. I guess we'll see it in future reviews. See you later. Right off the screen, bouncing around. I love how easy that came off the card. I hope they're all like that going forward. So shout out to the Grappler team over there. But now we're going to dive into old Al Snow. Somebody help me here. And I guess we'll start with his accessory. We do got Head over here. It says help me there. You got the blue eyeshadow looking good. Looks like a human head. And of course, if you're old enough to remember the old Jakks days, all the controversy, it was on the nightly news even, about Al Snow with the severed head. Come on, people. People are just crazy. They're still crazy, I guess, after all these years, as they do say. But of course, Head wasn't allowed to be in there way back when. So now things have changed. Obviously, this is a third party, it's smaller than Mattel, Jakks, or Hasbro, Grapplers and Gimmicks, of course. But I do like this head. A very, very nice looking head there. And you've got the peg in the back of the head, which is beautiful that it fits into the hand of Al Snow. And to make it even better, have it removable. That is really, really cool. I would really I appreciate it now, but I would have really appreciated this when I was a little kid if it was removable. Let's say this is a Hasbro figure. Hasbro might have not included the head, or they might have had it on there, but not detachable. I love the detachable nature of this. Very good for the out-of-box collector. Really appreciate that a whole lot. So that does look good. I will be displaying the head, of course, in the hand there, but I love the option. Absolutely love the option there. So kudos. And then head will stand by herself over here, of course. So I do like that a lot. Now, diving into Al Snow here, I got to say, somebody hands me this head, even if you take the help me off here, I would know this is Al Snow. It does look a little cartoony, and I always say the Hasbros do look a little cartoony, but it does look like Al Snow to me. You got the facial hair there. You got the big smile going on. Kind of the crazy eyes. Al Snow always kind of had a little crazy eyes there. The help me across the top as well. It's interesting. He's got the blonde hair with kind of the brown around, but he had that for a while, and especially I think in ECW more than his WWE time frame. But it does look good, and I guess technically couldn't you use this for ECW? Maybe. Or did he have, what kind of head did he have at ECW? I was thinking he had the styrofoam heads, but I think that was that pay-per-view where they all threw the styrofoam heads is what I'm thinking of. Either way, to me, you could use this with WWE or you could use this in your ECW collection. That's what I'm saying. Todd, you agree? Todd McFarland for the couch agrees as well. So I like this one. And I also really enjoy the body stance we're in right here. We got the more Mr. Perfect style body. Always a great one, especially I always put my head, my life back into when I was a little kid playing with my Hasbros at LJN. I say, would this be a fun playability figure? Yes, it would. There's a lot of moves you can do with this one here. Now, Hasbros, of course, had the retro gimmicks to them. We don't have these with here. I don't need them. Maybe you do. I really don't. I'm fine with how these are. Love the tight joints on these. They're not so tight you can't move them, but they're not loose at all. Feels really good, feels sturdy, feels heavier than a Hasbro, I would say. Arms all the way around right there, waist articulation. You get a little side to side on the head, and that is it. But that's all the articulation you're going to get out of this stylized figures here. Singlet over the top, very basic, very plain, very Al Snow at the time as well. Love the Fist of Fury here. You got the white wrist tape there. You do got the claw hand here to hold head or rake somebody's eyes or give them the old dreaded back rake. You could do that as well. And then you got the very Mr. Perfect-like legs down here. You got the white boots. You got the black knee pads. All in all, really, really good. Made in China. Watch out for that. And then you got Hassel Toy 2025 here. No holes in the feet, so you're not going to be able to put him on a stand, unfortunately. But he will stand on his own, just like so if you need him to. But we're not done with our Al Snow figures. We got to bring out the Cella Al Snow. Job Squad for life. And I guess, is there any stopping, of course, him re-releasing this painted like this? That could be a very viable re-release in the future. I guess not technically a re-release, but a variant to this Al Snow to get us one from the Job Squad. If that is legal, I don't know if it is or not. I guess I don't play a lawyer on TV. I just am one every single day in my work life, kind of. But we did get a head with that one. Night and day difference between the heads. This one much bigger in the Grapplers and Gimmicks version compared to the Cella version. And we can actually hold the head with the new version compared to the old version. But I know this is Al Snow over here. I hated this. I don't know about hate. That's a strong word, as we know. But I hate that we have such a short, really no neck on this Job Squad one over here. So this one, a little to be desired here. I would take the Grapplers and Gimmicks all day long over this one. Interesting, though. I mean, I don't know. I was going to say not terrible, but it's not the best either. It's not the best, but I really like this one over here. I liked Al Snow as a performer. Really caught fire in ECW. You knew I was an ECW kid back then, so I was really enjoying his time over there. His WWE run, maybe not as much, but man, when I think of Al Snow, I go back to those ECW days. Those are my favorite days for Al Snow, but I do prefer this new one much over this Cella version of yesteryear. How about that? But how about you? What do you prefer? Did you get both these Al Snows? Did you get the Cella one back in the day? What's your thoughts on Al Snow? When you think of Al Snow, do you think Job Squad? Do you think New Rockers with Leaf Cassidy? Or do you think ECW like I do? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. Of course, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, tons of bonus content over there. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it brings each and every single day. Check out my new podcast every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, The Kyle Peterson Show. A lot going on over there every single day. We've talked about a guy going mentally ill, about Drew Brees, and then some. We've talked about cannibalism, yes, real life stories. We've talked about the Compactor Kid. There's a lot of discussion going on the Kyle Peterson Show. So if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. Like I said, every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found. Check out Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. And my new book, The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, via yours truly or Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Pick your poison there. However you do it, I appreciate it. So For Al Snow, what does everybody want? Head.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to